This premier event is brought to you by Brown & Brown, PC, and the Renaissance Bedford Hotel. What's so exciting about the Flavors of Bedford is that it brings together a wide range of people that work and live in Bedford for a grand afternoon. We have over 25 restaurants this afternoon showcasing their very best appetizers, entrees, and desserts to the delight of many members of our business community and of a residential community. In addition, we have numerous sponsors, people who live and work and contribute to the community of Bedford and make it the very special place that it is. In addition, we have many residents that have come to celebrate and guests of the businesses that are here today. This event began in 2002 as a collaborative effort with the Bedford Chamber of Commerce and a number of other nonprofits in the community. This year, the Flavors of Bedford will support the Bedford Chamber of Commerce and its programs in our community, as well as a contribution to the Bedford Food Pantry. We're very excited about what's taking place today, and we'd like to share with you some of the behind-the-scenes work, things that people are doing to make this an annual event that people start to look forward to shortly after Flavors of Bedford is complete. We'll look forward to seeing you around the campus of the Renaissance Bedford Hotel. We'd like to thank the Renaissance Bedford Hotel. They have been the premier host and sponsor of this event for the past 4 years. The Renaissance is a 5-star hotel with the Bistro 44, which is not to be missed, the restaurant upstairs. And their service and staff have made it possible for us to make this a very unique event in the town. The Chamber of Commerce benefits from this event, and their mission is to make Bedford a great place to work and live. And what's neat about this event is that everyone in town can benefit from it. Maureen has got a couple of things up her sleeve after Flavors of Bedford being sponsored by the Chamber, and I'd just like to ask her for a minute to tell us what's up after Flavors of Bedford for the next couple of months.
Sure, Barb. The Flavors of Bedford is today, and then in the first week of December, on December 4th, we have the Holiday House Tour. This is our 8th year that we had the Holiday House Tour, and we have some lovely homes on the tour. And this year we're also going to have the Joe Blaine House, which will be decorated as a period piece. And the refreshments will be served at St. Michael's Parish Center. Following that, we're going to start with a new idea for a retail initiative starting December 12th. We have lost Rudy, which is the Chamber's reindeer, and there will be clues all over town, and who finds Rudy and brings him to the Chamber office on December 19th will win a very nice basket of goodies and gift certificates and all kinds of prizes. So look to the Bedford Chamber of Commerce for the Where's Rudy information. And our last thing is our annual dinner, which comes up in January, and we each year recognize businesses here in Bedford for Business of the Year, Business Person of the Year, and I will say the Renaissance Hotel, prior to Rick here, did win Business of the Year, and you as citizens can nominate any business that you like by checking out our webpage, and you'll also see in the Bedford Minuteman and putting in a nomination, and then we recognize them at the annual dinner, and they also get to ride in the Bedford Day Parade next year. So we have a lot on our plate, and in between that, we're promoting business here in Bedford, and we hope that you shop Bedford for the holidays.
That's great, and have fun while you're doing it. I'd like to just spend a few minutes with you, Rick. You've been here for several years at the Renaissance, and we'd sure like to see you as Business of the Year again, but we can't do it twice within 2 or 3 years. What type of things would people come to the Renaissance for? You have people from all over the country coming.
I'll tell you, they come for a lot of different things, Barb. You know, one thing at this time of the year, obviously leaf peepers. You know, they come up here and see all the beautiful leaves. You know, but also in our hotel, we love to have and often have weddings and bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs. You know, we have about 75 of them a year, and people just love this hotel. We sit on 24 acres, you know, which is unusual for a hotel. You know, most hotels are high-rise. You know, it's very cold. You know, but ours, you know, it's an open area. You know, we have a couple of patios that we do outdoor weddings with, and then they come inside and do their dinners. So the Renaissance is a unique opportunity to relax.
One of the things that's also very special about the Renaissance Hotel is a number of things that you've done in the last year to really bring Bedford and its history into the hotel. Would you like to share some of the things, some of the touches people might expect around the hotel?
Well, what we try to do is tie into Renaissance has a hotel business positioning statement, and each hotel is different throughout the country. Our statement is trying to tie into history. You know, our statement is our history is your history. And if you look around this area, you know, we tie into Lexington, Concord, and obviously Bedford. And, you know, Bedford has the oldest flag carried in battle. And so we tie ourselves around that. And there's pictures throughout the hotel that are of historic nature. You know, we try to bring in Bedford's history throughout the hotel.
And it's wonderful. And I always like the welcome desk because you can get some of the local snacks from
like Boston baked beans.
Boston baked beans, Necco wafers, a few local apples in the fall. But one of the things that we like to encourage people to remember about the Renaissance Bedford Hotel and its fabulous restaurant, the Bistro 44, is why be driving someplace when you can enjoy yourself in your own hometown. The Bistro 44 has a lovely bar with a light fare menu and 5-star dining that is absolutely delightful. So with that, we'll go see some of the other things that our guests will be enjoying this afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to the Flavors of Bedford at the Renaissance Bedford Hotel. If you're just joining us this afternoon, we'd like you to see what our guests experience when they come to the hotel for this grand celebration. Each guest is welcomed by a junior ROTC cadet from the Bedford High School. And these cadets are part of a 3 to 4 year program. And we'll ask them what the program's about and what it's like to work at Flavors of Bedford. Hi, I'd like to introduce Brad Davis, Cadet Commander, who's a senior at Bedford High School. He's been a member of the ROTC program for the last 4 years. How are you, Brad?
Good. How are you?
Good. Has it been busy this afternoon?
It's been pretty busy.
Okay, now you have worked at Flavors of Bedford for several years. What's it like to be at the door greeting people?
It's a lot of fun. You get to see all the people coming in and out, and everybody's happy to see you, so it's just kind of a really good experience.
That's neat. I don't know if you folks know it, but some of the guests afterwards comment on how much they appreciate your being here and that they feel very presidential when they come to Flavors of Bedford. One of the reasons we requested that the cadets be here is it's really nice to have somebody welcoming you personally, but it also showcases something that's unique about the community of Bedford and our high school, because not every high school has a junior reserve officer training corps program that then feeds the college ROTC programs. Now, what's it like to work at the event, Brad?
It's a lot of fun. You get to meet and greet everybody coming in, and it's you know, you get to have a lot of exposure to the different people in town. It gets the core different exposure. And, you know, a lot of people ask questions because they don't really know a whole lot about junior ROTC. And it's good to answer people's questions so that they know more about it. And, you know, you also get to try the food, which is good too.
Yeah, that's great. What types of things, since you've been in the program for 4 years, what types of things do you learn or experience as a cadet?
You learn a lot about leadership. Most of the program is focused on leadership and leadership development, and then also it's an academic course which teaches you about aerospace science as well as leadership courses in the classroom.
Okay, and who teaches? Are they teachers from the high school or?
There's 2 teachers. Both of them were in the Air Force and they're now retired. There's Chief Master Sergeant Chris Idris, who teaches leadership education, and then there's Captain Richard Carson, who teaches aerospace science, and he's here with us today.
Awesome. Are there any other activities that you might do either during the school day or after school with the ROTC program?
During the day we have classes, and a lot of times we're working on different paperwork things during lunch and during free time to get the corps organized. And then after school we have drill team, and before school sometimes we have drill team as well.
Awesome. One of the things that has been very positive about this is the training, the leadership, and the education that the kids receive through the ROTC program. It is an accredited program at Bedford High School, but you have a very special ceremony in the spring where many organizations such as the American Legion, the Retired Air Force Officers Association, recognize the cadets for your performance, and there are significant scholarships that also go with the program. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the community about the program, Brad?
I think it's a great program, and for any kids who want to join or parents who thinks their children might be interested in joining, it's definitely a great experience and you learn a lot. I would highly recommend it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I would like for you to share a little bit of your background, how long you've been in the Bedford community, and tell us a little bit about what it's like to be a young woman in the ROTC program.
Well, I've been in the Bedford community since I was in 6th grade when I moved here from the Hanscom Air Force Base when my dad retired in 2001. And then I got really into the community and I liked it. And my sister, Dusty Smith, was in ROTC her freshman year, and she's now a sophomore. And she got me into ROTC because she told me it was very welcoming and the cadets were wonderful and it'd be a great experience, and it encouraged me, and I found that she was right, and it was very, very fun experience.
That's great. Yeah, and they do have a lot of fun after school's out, which is great. Thank you so much, guys. Good luck to you this year.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Debbie Lee, a member of the community, and we just would like to ask Debbie what she expects to experience at Flavors of Bedford this year.
I've heard there's some excellent dining and that it's a great way to see other folks in the community that I haven't seen for a while. I'm told to expect a delightful evening.
Did you come hungry?
I did.
Good. What you'll be able to do is travel the world through your taste buds, which sounds kind of corny, but we have over 25 restaurants today with food from around the world, and have a wonderful time.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hi, folks. I'd like to introduce you to Vince O'Neill of
Vinco Properties.
Vinco Properties. Thank you. I had a senior moment there. Vince is here with us today as one of the sponsors of the Flavors of Bedford, and he is a new member of the Bedford community. Vince is responsible as a real estate developer for bringing instrumentation labs to the Raytheon site up off of Hardware World. And we're very excited about that, Vince, because
Thanks, Barb. So are we.
It's a real challenge to fill a site that large with one tenant, and we're really very pleased and grateful in Bedford.
Thank you very much.
It's fun to have you here at Flavors of Bedford. It's the first time you've been here, and we hope that it won't be your last. But I'd just like to ask you some of the things that you're doing. I know that you're building you're working on a multi-use
Yeah, we're
site.
working on a mixed-use site at the former Raytheon facility here to my right. As you mentioned, we have instrumentation laboratory to sign a long-term lease for the entire 400,000-foot building. And we're actually going to town meeting to get some help in order to enable us to build 92 townhomes on an adjacent parcel here that will be for sale. We think it's a good project. We're trying to meet the community halfway with some things. We know what we do is not always popular, but we're preserving a baseball field for the Little League in town, and we're actually creating 3 acres of additional green space than exists currently. And on top of that, lessening the overall potential traffic by 600 cars. So we're excited about it, and we hope it goes well.
Well, we think that it will, because you've really worked hard with the town to listen to what the town needs and interests are.
We've tried. That's one of the reasons we're here. So I mean, all we can ask is that we listen and people listen to us, and we can disagree. But so we're trying.
Well, everything we've seen, it appears to be a very quality development. We hope that you enjoy yourself this afternoon, get plenty to eat, meet a lot of people, and just have a good time while you're here.
Thanks, Barb. We plan on it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Started Flavors of Bedford, and I'd like to